Happy GAQA Tuesday! I'm so excited to bring you episode 2 of GAQA Tuesday. Now, for all new members, because we're getting them like daily, and I love it, GAQA Tuesday is part of the weekly lineup of events that we do here on the Ghost Adventures Fans and Paranormal Group website, and I love it. It's so much fun. I'm having a blast doing it. Now, I also do What Should I Do Wednesdays, which is a general paranormal Q&A. GAQA Tuesday is, you guessed it, all ghost adventures, all the live long, happy long day. So, the first question that I got for GAQA Tuesday made me, 1, do my homework, and 2, is going to take up like the entire video. And so that's completely fine, because today we're going to learn all about the crew, because without the crew, you could not have Ghost Adventures, and then I couldn't bring you these fantastically wonderful videos. So thanks to our very own Walter Roswell and Terry Woodruff, because he asked me a question that kind of played into all of this. Let's get to know the crew thing. I have a ton of information to give you guys today. And so I'm going to go really fast, and I'm going to go really quick, and it's going to be really scatterbrainy as usual, because I have to get this done in under 15 minutes. So we have a mission. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? We can do it. So here we go. The question was, what is the background of all the guys? Where did they grow up? What college did they go to? What did they study? And Terry's question was, how did all of the guys meet for the first time? I've incorporated all of that information into my happy little page of notes. For all of you diehard Ghost Adventures fans, you may have known most of this information. For all of the new Ghost Adventures fans, you might learn something new. Are we ready? Can we do this? We can do this. Let's go. Starting with our very own favorite lead investigator, Zach Bagans. Zach's full name is Zachary Alexander Bagans, and he was born April 5th, 1977. In Washington, D.C., he grew up in Clearwater, Florida, and moved to Chicago his senior year of high school after his mom and stepdad moved to California. Now, someone please tell me why he chose snowy, cold, icy, dirty Chicago over happy, nice, sunny, usually warm California. I've been to both places. It's not a hard decision. But to each their own. Whatever. Like I said, 15 minutes. We gotta go. Following high school, he started college at Western Michigan University. He was there like 2 weeks, hated it. Decided, this isn't for me. He then moved back with his parents to Las Vegas and started college again at UNLV. And again, was like, I'm just not happy. This is kind of what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So he kind of worked as like a mobile DJ for a while and had some other jobs. And then in 99, moved back to Detroit, to where his family was, and had friends there and things like that in that area from being up there before. And just again, was still kind of flighty, didn't know what he wanted to be when he grew up. And it was while he was there that he got hooked on MMA, which is mixed martial arts, and training and fighting. And he found that it kind of helped him because he suffered from panic and anxiety disorder. And by training and kind of working out, it kind of helped him harness all of that. And while he was there, his mom kind of seen that he was just floating. He wasn't really in anything. He had these things that he enjoyed doing and these things that he loved, and she just knew her son and seen that in him. And so she enrolled him in the Motion Picture Institute, where he actually graduated. Can we believe it? The boy graduated. Oh my God. From there with honors at that in documentary filmmaking, and kind of found his love and his passion. And so then from there, he moved back to Vegas, where he still lives today, and now we get to see his bright, shining face all the time on Ghost Adventures. Zach's first paranormal experience was back in Michigan while he was at school, living in an apartment in Trenton, and for 7 nights in a row, he heard a woman screaming his full name, Zachary. And on the 7th night, she kind of picked up the pace a little bit and put her hand down on him and pinned him down to where he could not move. And when he got up, he looked over, and lo and behold, here was this woman just chilling, staring at him. And he was out. He had never had an experience like that before, and he wanted to know more. He found out the woman had committed suicide in his apartment, and that kind of sparked his interest in the paranormal. And look where he's at today. He's got the biggest hit TV show on the Travel Channel, and we get to see him all the time, and we love it. Moving on to Mr. Aaron Goodwin. Now, I scoured for his middle name. I came across a couple of places and things that said something about his middle name being Hilton. We're not quoting that. We don't know it. So it's possibly Hilton. We don't know. But his birthday is April 1st. 1976. Now, when I seen that, I about died because that explains Aaron so much. He is a goofball, he is a cut up, he is a teddy bear, and he is born on April freaking Fool's Day. And that is like the best day ever to have a birthday. Oh, come on now. I would live for being born on April Fool's Day. And it explains so much. But he was born and raised in Portland, Oregon, and he moved to Vegas. He is a self-taught cameraman. He has not had any like educational training as far as like sitting in a class and learning all of that. What he would do is he would teach himself everything: how to work the camera, how to work editing software, how to make movies, how to make videos. And he would actually just go to UNLV and like chill out in classrooms and take tests to make sure that he was doing everything he was doing the right way. He would get advice from professors and other students who are actually working there and doing it for a living, and just make sure he was doing it right, and then he would go do his own thing. And before Ghost Adventures, he actually worked on several events in the Las Vegas area and shows, including events for the UFC, which I loved because I am a UFC nut. I love the UFC. Now, I am not a huge fan into like boxing or wrestling or the WWE or anything like that, but I am all about MMA and UFC. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Hot men, tight shorts, in an octagon, battling it out. I'm there all day long. So he did that, and he actually met Nick, getting into Terry's question, met Nick at UNLV. Nick was a student there. Aaron was coming in to take all these tests and ask these producers all these professors all these questions. And so one professor actually hooked him up with Nick, and he met Zach through Nick. Zach DJ'd Nick's wedding, so that's how they met. And then Nick and Zach and Aaron all were kind of mutual friends of each other. So Zach knew Nick, Nick knew Aaron, Aaron was introduced to Zach through Nick. And then together, the three of them did the documentary, and now we have Ghost Adventures, which Nick isn't even a part of anymore. But another topic, another day. We ain't getting into that. He is often referred to as bait. He's kind of Zach's pawn. Wherever Zach tells him to go, he kind of goes, even though he doesn't want to go. But you can just see in those beautiful eyes of his that he is a big teddy bear that you just want to squish and kiss and love on. And ladies, listen up. You can do that because as far as we all know, he and Zach are both single. Nobody's put a ring on it yet, hunty. You never know. One can dream, right? My husband done knows how I feel about all this, and he just rolls his eyes and walks away because he knows that I love him first and foremost any day of the week. But he was married while he was started Ghost Adventures and his little Ghost Adventures journey. And following what happened to Bobby Mackey's, it kind of just fell apart. He has been on camera saying that Bobby Mackey's and the experiences there and whatever followed them home had played a major part in ending his marriage. And he said that they are still really good friends and they still really care about each other, but it just doesn't work for them to be married anymore. So now he is single and living in Vegas and loves what he's doing. Prior to this little adventure of his, he had really no experience with the paranormal, and following the documentary made throughout Nevada, that all changed. He had several experiences he couldn't explain, and now look at him. Moving on to Billy Tolley, or Billy Andrew Tolley, who was born January 18th, 1973, which makes him the oldest member of the Ghost Adventures crew. So before he was in Ghost Adventures, he was actually a club DJ and producer, and is known in Las Vegas area as DJ Inferno. And if you have Spotify, check him out. He's got a playlist. It's awesome. It's got all of his club mixes on it. He's constantly putting stuff up there, and we love it. If you're into electro techno music, you're gonna just think it's fantastic. And he started getting into the paranormal when he got interested in EVP work, because with his background in production and music mixing, he really found electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs, really, really fascinating. This fascination and love actually led him to create his own paranormal team, which is, get this, the Las Vegas Paranormal Investigators of Mysterious Phenomena, or PIMPs for short. When I heard that, I lost my shit. I was laughing so hard because it's Billy. Everybody knows what Billy looks like. He looks like this 40-year-old frat boy with he had the mohawk, and it was all, it was completely, like, if you look up pictures of him when he was, like, in the club, and his mohawk's, like, different colors, and he was all spiked up, hysterical, and I love it. We all love Billy for that, because he can look like a cowboy one day, and a frat boy the next, and we love it. So, that name, fitting to a perfection T. He currently lives in Vegas with his wife Diana and his 3 children. He's got 2 daughters and a son. And his dog Sophie, and I think like an arsenal of other animals, but we all know Sophie because he adopted Sophie on Ghost Adventures, which I think is so incredibly awesome. And so he was first asked to be the audio and tech and EVP analyst on Ghost Adventures, and he started appearing originally and pretty regularly, like in season 7, and now he is another investigator as well as the EVP and audio visual tech, which I think is really awesome. And he was also the equipment tech on Paranormal Challenge. Now, on to last but not least, our very own Jay Wasley. And Jay is actually probably got the most street cred out of everybody. Jay has been working professionally in film since 2001 and has worked on over 20 feature films, a bunch of major television network shows, and has also worked on national commercials. And he lives just outside of New York with his wife, Ashley. And his full name is Jason David Wasley, and he was born on November the 19th. And he started working for Ghost Adventures actually in season 4 as their sound mixer, and has kind of made his way up through the ranks, and he was the audiovisual tech, and now he is all of that plus an investigator, plus he's still like producing and has his own production company, and he's just, all of these guys do like a bajillion things, because we have Zach, who's doing like a whole bunch of new shows that are coming out for the Las Vegas, have nothing to do with Ghost Adventures, but that have things that in the Las Vegas area. He's doing his own production stuff, which I think is awesome. We have Aaron, who runs Big Steppin', which we think is awesome. Go get all of his stuff. Go to Aaron Goodwin, hit him up on Twitter and get his merchandise. It's unbelievable. You gotta get some Big Steppin' gear. You've got Billy, who's doing the DJ thing and then does Ghost Adventures, and then you got Jay, who does like everything. So they are well-rounded guys. We love them because this is their life. They give us their life 24/7, 365. They're coming out with new seasons of Ghost Adventure Aftershocks. Season 11 of Ghost Adventures just got picked up. Yay! So that means I still have something to do 3 days a week, which is wonderful for all of us. And so that's a little bit about the crew. Now, I have a question for you. So, as I said, Aaron and Zach are single. And my question is, no, not do you want to date them? We all know that. No, do you not want to marry them? We all know that. My question is, why do you think it's so hard for them to just settle down? Do you think it's the paranormal related? Do you think it's just because they're so busy and they don't have time and it's not fair to anybody involved? What do you think their reasoning is for kind of not trolling into anything beyond like the dating world? We've heard Zach talk about going on dates before. We've heard Aaron, whatever. But what do you think their reasoning is behind that? And give me your answers in the comments below. We can kind of spark up a conversation. And as always, if you haven't joined the Ghost Adventures Fans and Paranormal group, be sure to do so. I'm going to hit their link in the bottom below. I'm going to put them down here in the middle. And I will be back tomorrow for What Should I Do Wednesday, where you can answer all of your general paranormal related questions, which I have a couple of really good ones already. I'm still looking for about 3 or 4 more. And so like I said, I know this video wasn't like my typical entertaining under the bed kind of stuff, but you asked and I answered, and I'm going to be continuing to do that for you guys every single week. And remember, Friday, there is something huge coming Friday, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I've been working all week on my little teaser video, and the actual full length of what's happening this Friday will be happening next Friday, but I'm going to bring you a little teaser video for this Friday. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. And I will see you guys tomorrow for What Should I Do Wednesday. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Much love. Bye, guys.